I just have a few remarks I wanted to make today on what I call the progression to fluency. It's sort of an outgrowth of some my coaching sessions recently. I'm really talking about the steps to fluency. Many PWS become so irritated with themselves for not becoming fluent in all areas and situations at one time. They should not allow themselves to become discouraged. Any and all improvements are a sign that complete fluency can be theirs if they will keep at it. Why is this true? Few PWS can leap from stuttering to complete fluency in one bound. We become fluent in stages or steps. To understand these steps, we should analyze what is pressure speech to us. It varies to some degree with every PWS. Typically, pressured speech varies from least to most pressured as follows. 1, talking when alone. That's the easiest. Then talking to pets, children under 5, family, and then friends. Next, it's strangers. And after that, the work environment. Then authority figures. And then presentations, conversations with groups, and formal presentations. You likely knew the above because you've experienced it, but you're not likely accepting the fact that becoming fluent for most will and must pass through these stages, even if quickly, likely in the above order, from the easiest to the most difficult for you. You may or may not have some of the above problems. Some of our students need help only with the latter 2 levels, or only with level 5, authority figures, or only with level 4, strangers in the work environment. But most need help from level 2 through 7. That is, beginning with friends and progressing forward. It doesn't matter. You can still do it. The above levels and your speech levels are not my point. My point is that there are levels and that your fluency will be achieved by levels, but not necessarily in the order above listed. Being aware of the levels will help you succeed because you will not expect yourself to freakish leapfrog from level 2 to 5, 6, or 7. You will divide and conquer, as goes the aphorism. Let's attack stuttering at all levels, but concentrate on the easiest levels first and celebrate all successes. Some will accomplish multiple levels at one time. Your personal list of pressured areas may well deviate somewhat from the above, which are averages, and include levels or categories of difficulty. Yours may include some that are not even listed, and that's fine. The important point is that you need to be patient with yourself and try to become fluent by steps from the easiest pressure to the most difficult. Don't obsess over the levels. Just keep in mind that your fluency will likely evolve from the easiest level for you progressively through the most difficult. You will still achieve fluency. Sometimes we leap ahead of ourselves and suffer bad incidents, appearing clearly speech disabled to a stranger. And that hurts. It's easy to do. In the spring of 2021, we had a SAM speaker who is Chinese, age 34, a PhD, doing postdoctoral work at the University of California, who has stuttered since age 6 to half his words. He came to us in November 2020 and posted a success story in January 21. He kindly and bravely agreed to do a SAM talk 3 months later. He chose not to practice it with us, with his certified speech coach, for whatever reason. He kindly and bravely agreed to do a SAM talk 3 months later. He chose not to practice it with his certified speech coach. And when he gave his talk, he was largely fluent. But the pressure of addressing a group eventually got to him, and he began to have blocks. He did not use stops, I'll promise you that. He spoke in a continuum from the first sentence out. I and all his speech mates were proud of him and told him so in no uncertain terms. So what's my point? This PWSS was and is fluent in the first 5 levels, but not in levels 6 and 7. This does not make him a detectable stutterer anywhere else. And he can and will learn to address groups, but how? By gradual exposure to addressing groups. The more that he talks, asks questions, and makes comments at SAM meetings, the sooner he will feel comfortable addressing the group in a SAM talk. To learn to swim, we must swim. This does not mean that we should learn by trying to swim the Atlantic Ocean unassisted. In sum, PWS need to accept that there are levels of pressured situations and that it is easiest to defeat all of them by attacking the easiest ones first, the ones easiest for you. Then as we move to the more difficult levels, we continue to celebrate all of our accomplishments to date. We can and will win our speech battles, first against stuttering in all situations, and second against fear. All of the above demonstrates the importance of staying on the program until you are finished. And finished means 1, no bad incidents, period. 2, loving to speak in all situations. 3, adopting mind training as a lifelong daily regimen to attack all negative thinking that you face. And 4, thus being able to say, I converted stuttering into a blessing in my life. That is my view of the progression to fluency. Thank you.